He became the richest man in history with a scribbled number. But the money didn't save him. It haunted him. 1901. Andrew Carnegie was the king of steel, but his crown was heavy with blood. Memories of the Homestead strike and flooded towns were killing him. He wanted out. He wanted to save his soul. But to do that, he had to sell his empire. There was only one man on earth rich enough to buy him out. J.P. Morgan. They called him Jupiter. He controlled the banks, the railroads, and the government. Morgan wanted a monopoly. He wanted to own the entire steel industry. But Carnegie and Morgan were rivals. They couldn't speak directly. It was a game of egos. They used a middleman, Charles Schwab, Carnegie's charming protégé. Schwab cornered Morgan at a dinner. He painted a vision of a super trust. Morgan listened and asked one question. How much? Schwab ran to Carnegie. The old man sat at his desk and picked up a pencil. He scribbled a number on a scrap of paper. $480 million. That is $400 billion today. The GDP of a medium-sized country. Schwab took the paper to Wall Street. Morgan glanced at it. He didn't even blink. He said, I accept. Later, Morgan shook Carnegie's hand and said the famous words, Congratulations, Mr. Carnegie. You are now the richest man in the world. He had won the game of capitalism, but he felt terrified. He remembered his own rule, the man who dies rich dies disgraced. He spent his last 18 years in a panic. He had to give it away. He shoveled money out faster than he made it. He built 2,509 libraries, one in almost every town in America. He built Carnegie Hall, bought 7,000 church organs. He was buying his way into heaven. He gave away $350 million, 90% of his entire fortune. He tried to buy peace. He built the Peace Palace to stop all wars. But World War I came anyway. It broke his heart. 1919. Carnegie died. He left the world with almost nothing in his pockets. He didn't want his tombstone to mention steel or money. It just says, here lies a man who knew how to enlist better men than himself. He was a ruthless tyrant. He was a generous saint. He was both. But the man who bought his company was just getting started. J.P. Morgan didn't want to give money away. He wanted to own the world. He took Carnegie's steel and created the first billion-dollar corporation, U.S. Steel. To watch the full Carnegie saga, click on the link in this video.